This side, here we.
Oh,
Good
please.
job. Thank
I
you.
don't want you to make it on my fingers. I don't want it to go on my fingers like that. Oh, don't do it on my fingers. Need gravity. When I let go, it's gravity.
Yeah, when you let go is gravity.
I actually knew that.
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to Joyful Kitchen Hacks. Now in this video I'm sharing banana cake recipe that is super duper easy, and you don't need a mixer for this one, just your mixing bowls and your mixing spoons or spatula. And this is super moist and super yummy, and it's the only recipe you So now the first thing, as you can see, that we're going to need is obviously our banana. So I've got 4 bananas there. So all the ingredients and the measurements are in the description box. So you want your banana really overripe. So as you can see, I'm using our leftover banana. Instead of chucking the bin, you can just use it for your banana cake. It's important that the banana is overripe because it's going to be really soft and it's going to really melt in the banana cake. And also you don't need any artificial flavoring because the banana is quite soft and really ripe. So I'm gonna put all of my banana into that bowl there, and I'm going to take a potato mash or a fork. You can see, if you don't have that, you can use your fork. Just mash until it forms turns into a paste consistency. The next thing I'm going to go with is my butter. Now that's not margarine, it is unsalted butter. I'm going to melt it in the microwave. You want to melt your butter in the microwave and leave it to stand so that it's not hot when you need it. Next, I'm going to go in with my eggs, and I'm going to take that whisk. You can use a fork if you don't have a whisk, and just basically beat that egg for about 1 minute, and then go in with your sugar. You can see the color is yellow. I want you to sort of whisk until it becomes pale, okay, and that will take about 1 to 2 minutes depending on how hard you beat it. Now that's all done, and I'm going to now go in with my unsalted butter. You see why it's important for your butter not to be hot, because you don't want the butter to cook the eggs. So I left my butter to stand because I melted it in advance, and now I'm going to just pour all that melted butter into the mixture, the sugar and egg mixture, and I'm going to take my whisk again and just mix it all together until the butter and egg and sugar is fully incorporated. Then I'm going to go in with clotted cream. You can either use clotted cream, yogurt, or normal double cream, or milk, but I prefer the thicker consistency because it just makes it really moist, which is why I've used clotted cream. Like I said, yogurt or double cream is fine as well. And then I'm going to go in with my mashed bananas. Yeah, everything again, you're just going to mix until it's fully incorporated. Now once this is done, you're just going to set it aside and prep your dry ingredients. Now you need to get your flour, and to your flour you're going to add your baking powder. Now don't forget, if you are doubling this recipe, you need to double everything, all the ingredients including the baking powder. I have used plain flour here, not self-raising flour, plain flour, and then I've added baking powder to it. You can use self-raising flour, but honestly for this recipe best to use plain flour. Now once you're done, you're just going to mix the dry and wet ingredients together. So I'm going to add a third of my flour and baking powder mix to the wet mixture, and then I'm just going to fold it in and fold it in so that it is fully incorporated. You don't want to add your flour in one go, otherwise you're going to have lumps. So I'm going to put the second part, then again fold it in, gentle folds, and just fold it in. Well done, Wandu, my little helper, well done. Yes, so just fold it in and fold it in and fold it in. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Wandu, well done, Wandu. And that's the last part of the flour, and you just want to fold and just get everything fully incorporated. We're getting better at it. Well done, Wandu, better and better and better. Okay, so well, that's it. That's everything. So you can see, super easy. You don't need a lot to get this yummy cake. So make sure that you mix until everything is fully incorporated, because you don't want any lumps or any flour on the side. Now you're going to get your tin. I'm using a loaf tin here. In fact, I'm using 2 loaf tins, and I've lined it with some loaf paper. If you don't have loaf paper, you can just use like a regular baking paper and just cut it out and stick it onto the pan, or you can use butter, rub butter on your pan, and then sprinkle some flour just so that the cake doesn't stick to the pan when it's baked, and you can easily release it. But I've just gone with my loaf paper here because it's super easy for me. And then I'm just going to put my batter in there and put the rest of the batter into the second one. Now before you start doing all of this, you want to preheat your oven to 165 degrees C. And then once you put all of the batter into the tins, you just need to pop your loaf tins in the oven and bake for 40 to 45 minutes. Of course, depending on your oven, you might need to check it regularly to make sure it's not burnt. So I'm just going to pop it into the oven, and it baked for 30 minutes, and I checked it and then left it again. So now it is fully baked, and I'm just going to put my tester in, and it came out dry and it's ready. So I'm just going to pop it on the counter there, leave it to cool down. So you know, my people were not patient enough for me to cool it down, so I'm just going to cut it for them. And basically you want it to cool down first before you cut it. And you can freeze this cake, you can put it in the fridge. I mean, before you eat it, you want to bring it out so that it thaws, or just pop it in the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds. But yes, it's amazing, super yummy, super moist, and just yes. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.